they're looking to live in a moral universe. They want things to be just. They want things to be benevolent. They want it for themselves, but they also want it for their loved ones. So they're looking, how can I make a moral universe out of this? And they're co-constructors of the social world. They're starting young, and they're telling you from very young, because they have empathy from very young. But you see, the thing that happens like in a war or in a pandemic is that everything is disrupted for their culture, for their family, for everybody. So they're in the middle of a disruption, and so are the adults. And so reconstructing meaning is much harder.
Could an answer perhaps sometimes, and I realize you're making a wonderful point, that there is no one size that fits all for every child.
Oh, absolutely.
Could an answer be, if a child says, why is this happening? Could it be, I don't know exactly why it's happening, but I know that you want things to be fair, and you want people to be treated right, and you want people to do the right things. And that's something that we share, that I want that too. So we're together in wanting things to be right. In our field, in psychology, there's some really interesting research, and I don't claim to be an expert on it at all. I just know a little bit about it. And it's all about in-group versus out-group.
Right.
And I prefer to think of it a little more simply, and that is us versus them.
Right.
I think what you're describing is that in this pandemic, and perhaps in other disasters like the earthquake from Haiti, and the political violence that has occurred in Haiti and over many, many generations, that children are exposed frequently to situations and people who basically point a finger of blame at some others, or describe others as the enemy or the source of all the problems. And it's that us versus them thinking. Is that something that you see children try to grapple with when you give them a chance to just play creatively and express themselves?
Very much so, but I would even, let's say, rephrase, but what I do see, children recognize when you're treated as valuable, with dignity, and they argue for that, and they're puzzled when it's not happening. So in the war situation, the bad guys, the good guys, but they're puzzled. We're not supposed to kill. So how do we get the social sanctioning of killing? Children want to, like adults, would like a fair universe. So they want things to go right. They want things to be fair. So they often will present things that construct it as fair. So in that sense, it's very helpful to listen how they're sorting things out. Even just acknowledging that there's contradictions. For me, it's horrific that we didn't even prepare a vaccine. We went along and prepared vaccines for people, and nobody prepared anything for kids. You don't think that they noticed?